Okay, here's our preparation video for Humoresque. Humoresque has a lot of preparations. There's a lot of shifting in Humoresque. It's a fabulous piece. It's a character piece. You want to listen to as many versions of it as you can. You want to sing it in your head, get different ideas for how to play it. It's Dvorak, which means it's from the Romantic time period. A lot of the pieces are more from Baroque period, but this one is definitely Romantic time period. It is marked poco lento e graziano. It starts in G major and then it goes to G minor and then back to G major. It's basically A, B, A prime, C, A prime, B is your form of it. It has a lot of different things going on in it. We've got 30-second notes, and it's very intimidating when you look at the first couple of lines, but if you actually hear it and watch it, it's not nearly so intimidating. Definitely, make sure you've been listening to Humoresque, keeping pulse to Humoresque, watching Humoresque go by while you listen to it. Go through and mark your shifts in Humoresque, mark your dynamics. A lot of times I'll make a copy of this to do that. And definitely mark where the shifts are. Some people will go through and they'll color code by position, so they know which section's in which position. Sometimes people need to write what string things are on. So there's lots of options for going through Humoresque. One of the first big skills in this is for the beginning section. And we're gonna work our way slowly to the frog. So basically the way we do this is we take our up bows a little bit longer than our down bows. So it's like, and that is something you need to practice and get very comfortable with doing. So just your up bows will be a little bit longer than your down bows, and you're going to work to the frog. That's going to happen in the first section of the piece for sure. Then we also want to make sure that we can, do a really... The other issue is the end of the first line, you've got that half note. And 2 and 1. That's all one bow. Sometimes people have a really hard time figuring it out. This is the last measure of the first line and the last note of measure 3 and the first note of measure 5. And 2 and 1. And it should have diminuendoed more than I did. And then the same thing, you work your way back to the frog. You can see in my part, they might have taken them out. I've got frog written in the last note of measure 4 and the towards the end of measure 7. That first 2 lines will repeat. Then we have to practice the shifts for measure 9. So we've been doing a lot of first finger shifting. This is going to be a second finger shift. So if you remember our wonderful shifting exercise on first finger, you can do this on any string, but we can also do it on any finger. You can do it starting on low 2. And just going all the way up. You can do it starting on high 2. Etc. all the way up to your E. And then for this shift on measure 9, we need to practice B to D. So you want to slide slowly. You want to know what the D sounds like before you ever start to move. And you want to slide slow enough that you get there, but don't go past it. So that's something that you want to practice 100 times. Then we're going to whole step to 3 on the A string. Then we're going to take out playing the D. So you want to do that next step a lot of times. Notice I have octave Bs. Then we have to come back from first finger. So our shift is 1-1. One of the things I like about Humoresque is playing around with how do I want to do those shifts. It's a character piece, it's a romantic piece, so I can put some slides in if I want. But you want to get really good at that. That part we're better at. So then we've got to duplicate the D in third position. So I'm just going to it, but you can also slide on one and then put down the two. And again, you need to do that a lot of times. Then we slide from the D to the B, minor third back. So that's another shift you need to practice a gazillion times. Then another part that gets people is the grace note in measure 15. And also all of measure 16. So you want to make sure you can get that fourth finger. Think about where your thumb is at, think about where your hand is at, think about where your elbow's at. And then we're going to add the next note. B, slide back to B natural, B flat. And that's on a ritardando, and it's getting slower. People have a hard time with that. Nope. I'm not sure if that was the correct bowing or not. It wasn't. So that's going to be down and then up. Then the next section is similar to the first section except the ending. So measure 23. We've got a minor sixth. You want to get the sound of that minor sixth in your head. For practice shifting, we're going to play the G, build up to the B flat. So you want to do that a lot. It's a minor third between the G and the B flat. Then after you get that, your hand moves the same. But you leave out playing the G. You can still put the G down if you want. From there, it's a half step across the string to the G string. 3 on the D, 2 on the G string for D. Then 1 comes up to touch the D for C sharp. So all these 3 fingers touch. Keep your 3 down because we come back to it. So 3 stays down, 2 pops because it has to move to the D string. And then you come back. So that's a little section that, again, 100 times is a good amount to do it. The C section. Now we're in G minor, B flat, and E flat. We're back. It's got a lot of ritardandos in here, so after the ritardando, it's going to say a tempo to get back to the regular tempo. This is going to be a lot of third position on the C string. It sounds glorious. So again, you've got to find that first note. 2 on the C string in third position. You can check with your open G. This is another 2-2 shift. You can go from E or E flat, whichever comfort for you. You have to make sure you get your viola placed. well. So you can get around here, you've got to be able to get your arm around to get to the C string. So make sure you get that done well. And then we're going to shift back. That's the next shift. Then we come back. Then we've got a 2-2 shift, and then we're back up. So you get lots of experience finding that wonderful thing. I think we already did that one. That's the next one. 1-1-2, low 2 E flat. Then we've got similar. So that's very similar to the shift that was in major 23. It's a minor sixth. So your practice is on the G string. My hand is finding the position. Then my 3 is going down. Make sure your thumb travels with you. And then we go to the second finger. Then we're staying third position. So measure 34. You want to do some, you've got to get some nice fourth finger. So break this up. And then put the stop in up. People have a really hard time with that. Then add. I popped that a little bit. Then you got another 1-1 shift. Then back. So those are more shifts to practice. The end of that. We're in third position. Whole step, half step to low 2 on the E string. I'm sorry, on the A string for E flat. So we've got a G, 1 on the D string, low 2 touches it on the E, whole step to the 3. And 1 moves across. And there's a ritardando and a largamente before that, so it drags out. That's your C section. Now we're back to the key of G. The next section, that A section, we already did the A prime on the other page. Then the ending of the piece, the last measure. We've got a B, natural, high 2. Shift up to the D. Minor third. I'm sticking today. There we go. Whole step. Oh wait, wrong spot. Extend for the harmonic. So we play the B, shift to the D, repeat the D because it's a grace note. There we go. And practice letting that die away. That is your preparations for Humoresque. So there's a lot of them. Take your time. The better you get the preparations, you get those preparations all solid, and the piece will be much, much easier. And you'll play it much better. You'll be in tune. Take the time with the preparations. Take the time, mark it, copy your music, and put marks in it as you need to, color it if you need to show where things are. Practice those different shifting exercises, shifting on second finger, shifting on the G string, shifting on the C string. Humoresque is a lot of fun because it is a character piece, so I can really listen to as many versions of it as you can. Misha Ellman has a fabulous version of it. It also has a Gossip Gavat from book 1 on it. So good luck, and I'm not sure how many videos there's going to be for Humoresque. See you at the next video.